A year ago, the president's remarks about Baltimore would be the conventional wisdom, basically. Even Mayor Catherine Pugh of Baltimore would agree with them. But now, his comments, we are told, are the latest evidence he's not simply a bad president, he's literally just like Hitler.
Anyway, President Trump's use of the word infested. Infested. It's a word. It's vermin. It's a Hitlerian term. You go back and read Goebbels and all that stuff. It's all about the Jews in that case. It was its use of the word vermin, infested. He's obsessed with this thing about cities.
Well, and this is the Nazi playbook, right? I mean, you dehumanize people. You say they're infested. It gives you the reason to, I don't know.
Well, exterminate them.
To exterminate
or
them.
Something like that.
Tammy Bruce is the president of Independent Women's Voice and hosts Get Tammy Bruce on Fox Nation. We're always happy to have her on the show. Hey, Tammy.
Thank you. Hey.
So none of these people is interested in what's actually happening in Baltimore. They don't go to Baltimore. They literally could care less about Baltimore. They're totally happy with the status quo.
That's right.
In Baltimore. The murder rate, the fact that kids learn nothing in schools. We just interviewed a city councilman from Baltimore. He seemed like a nice enough guy.
Sure.
He has no idea
how
to fix anything in Baltimore. It was idiotic what he said. Is there anybody who actually cares enough to think through, like, how can you fix this once great American city? There's no reason that we should have a city like Baltimore in the United States.
Well, it's obviously a great American city with Americans living in it, great Americans.
Yes.
And yet part of the reason why this city has declined so drastically is both the interview you had with that gentleman, but then also the media. The media also doesn't care about Baltimore. There they are still foaming at the mouth over Donald Trump, who's the only guy who seems interested in making a difference and is capable of doing so. And he's called Hitler, 25 times a day. And he's the one guy who says, wait, this is unacceptable. You know what the racism is? They say, this is talking about vermin and that it's an attack on the city. The attack on the city is ignoring this condition, is this passive racism of everyone of all colors who just look away because it is the status quo. And some people somewhere are making money. A lot of people have power. They want to be in power. And anything that rocks the boat is disturbing. And that is the president's crime. Now, in this case, you've got the media. If the media actually was interested in Baltimore, they would go there. We have Lawrence Jones of Fox Nation and, of course, Fox News going there, interviewing people on the street, and they agree with the president. And they are shocked at the decline of this amazing, powerful American city because politicians, the Democratic Party, of course, liberal policies, but also the Republicans, not just for Baltimore, but Detroit and Flint and Chicago and New York and Los Angeles and San Francisco, city after city that the Republicans have abandoned because they don't feel like explaining the conservative ideal to people who, I don't know, maybe they think won't understand it. Americans, regardless of the amount of melatonin in their skin, want freedom, they want a future for their families, and they've been abandoned by both parties. In comes President Trump saying, wait, what is this going on over there? And, oh, my gosh, you can't have that. But this is the first step. Finally, some attention. People talking about an infestation of actual rats, of American citizens who probably mostly are Democrats, who deserve better and who've been abandoned by their own people because you want people to just be living paycheck to paycheck, because otherwise they might actually want something more from government.
They keep voting the same people into office who are morons.
But the Republicans don't
at all.
No, you're right. But you see, they get lied to. But then also, there's who's the alternative? The Republicans aren't running anybody. Let the Republicans begin to offer alternatives.
The left's whole deal is the other side's racist, so you have to vote for us.
Yes,
so
exactly.
They're stuck with some of the worst leaders
Indeed.
ever.
And that's a lie. That's a lie. Thank you, sir.
It is a lie.
Yeah.
Good to see you tonight.